everyone, I'm your host Heather Dawson, and welcome to RC Spotlight, where we show you all the ways to work, play, and live in our beautiful city. Well, the New York-based skincare boutique Kiehls has opened its doors at Victoria Gardens. Here's Conchetta DeLuco.
East Coast meets West Coast skincare, here at the very first location of Kiehls in the Inland Empire. Established way back in 1851 as an old world apothecary that later evolved into a pharmacy in New York City's East Village, Kiehls has since become a leader in skin and beauty care and expanded to over 79 locations nationwide, with the newest one in Victoria Gardens in Rancho Cucamonga.
There is deep-rooted community here, and I think it pays homage back to our humble beginnings in the corner of 3rd and 13th, where our flagship still resides in New York. We love custom tailoring the skincare regimen to locals, and there is a huge local deep-rooted community here in Rancho, and it was a natural progression to open here.
With Southern California weather comes lots of beautiful days and sunshine, but also an increased need for skin or hair care, of which Kiehls offers a variety of specialized products to fit any SoCal local's needs.
If you're living out west, I would say the most important thing is going to be sun protection. Sun protection is the cornerstone of any healthy skincare regimen. And living in the desert or an arid climate, and people still love the sun out here on the West Coast, you've got to protect that skin. So we have an array of products. We have different categories within the collection of Kiehls. We have something called Healthy Skin. Healthy Skin is comprised of serums, amazing moisturizers, eye treatments, treatment oils for the skin, and of course that insurance policy is your SPF.
And if you think that creams and lotions are just for the ladies, think again. Kiehls has a leading baby, pet, and men's care line that includes beard grooming oils and lotions that have become increasingly popular.
This is our men's shave bar, and we dedicate this area to our men patrons. Here the men will be educated on grooming tips, shaving tips and tricks, and men need skincare too. Men's skin physiology is a little bit different. They have thicker, oilier skin. They actually have more collagen, so they're slower to age. But because of that, when they do age, it's very rapid. So preventative care is essential for men.
With their pharmaceutical roots, Kiehls continues to maintain a unique and dedicated medicinal approach to their skincare products, specializing in catering to each individual's needs, which can be determined as soon as you walk in the door and enjoy a free professional one-on-one consultation.
Customers are really looking for more radiant skin. They suffer from lackluster, tired, fatigued skin. A lot of people are working rigorous schedules and they're just not taking care of their skin. The secret to Kiehls, it's all about hydration. So we're really about promoting healthy skin. You give us 28 days, we'll give you the healthiest skin you've ever had. So it's about finding that delicate balance with nourishment, so treatment oils and hydration, and that's really what gets the skin functioning optimally the way it was designed to do. Welcome to Kiehls since 1851.
Known as the best kept secret in the skincare industry, Kiehls has expanded by zero advertising, but rather word of mouth. But it isn't only Kiehls' humble beginnings and original products that makes it stand out amongst its competition. It's the unique atmosphere it creates, from the neon lights to the quirky decor, and this guy, known as Bones, the skeleton mascot that pays homage to the company's pharmaceutical roots.
There's a lot of elements that really set us apart from our competition. First and foremost, I would say our longevity and our history. We've been around for 165 years, so we know a little something about skincare. But something unique to Kiehls, we were founded as an old world apothecary. So we use high concentrations of natural ingredients, essential oils, botanicals, but then our founding fathers were degreed pharmacists. So we marry those high concentrations of natural ingredients with science, innovation, and technology, and when you pair those elements together, you get highly efficacious skincare.
For more information on Kiehls and their products, visit www.kiehls.com or drop by the new location off Main Street in Victoria Gardens. Bringing you the best of California from Rancho Cucamonga, I'm Conchetta DeLuco with RC Spotlight.
Another industry that's thriving here in Rancho Cucamonga is the brewery industry. In fact, we are going to showcase several businesses in what we like to call Rancho Brewcamonga.
All right, so our first stop brings us to the Hamilton Family Brewery, and I'm here with Sage, who's the tasting room manager. And Sage, tell me a bit about the environment here at the Hamilton Family Brewery.
So here at Hamilton Family Brewery, our motto is love people, love beer. We are all about the craft beer aspects. We're also all about the people. We're definitely about our community, family oriented. We love having people bring in their kids, their dogs, come in and enjoy beer.
So what is it about, let's say, craft beer and microbreweries that has made it so successful, you think, here in Rancho Cucamonga?
I feel like because we didn't have that before, we were the first, and we did start about 2 years ago, and it definitely caught on. Now there are, I think, 4 or so more breweries and more to come. So I think it's just new and exciting and something that Rancho didn't have before.
All right, I'm here with Sergio, and he's a aficionado, I would say, of local breweries. Is that true?
Local breweries, craft brews, yeah.
And what brings you to the Hamilton Family Brewery?
The Double Mango IPA. I saw it on Yelp, so I had to come and check it out.
All right, so our next stop brings us to the Kiehls Brewing Company. So let's go on in and check it out. We're here with Jeremiah and Dee. They're the owners of the Kiehls Brewing Company. So tell me, guys, what's up with the Kiehls Brewing Company? Why'd you guys get started here in Rancho Cucamonga?
Well, we actually were going to start in another city, and they weren't as welcoming as Rancho Cucamonga was, being that there was a few breweries already open. So that's what made us come to Rancho. I believe it's the popularity of craft itself, you know, the beer in general. You know, there's different beers coming to this area, different beers that have already been here. You have sour beers coming. Our thing is East Coast juice bombs. So, I mean, everybody has their own particular style, and all of them together, you know, make what it is, the scene here in Rancho Cucamonga.
What's the juice bomb? Tell me about that.
It's a East Coast style, not as bitter, not as dry. I mean, you're not thirsty after you drink it. It's real refreshing. That is actually the most popular beer. Yeah.
Tell me about the ambient here. What's it like here at Kiehls Brewing Company?
Well, we like it to be, first and foremost, a place where you come with your family, with your kids, hang out, have dinner, grab a beer, you know, play a board game, bring your dog. You know, it's definitely a family environment.
Coming in at number 3 on our craft beer tour is the No Clue Brewery, so let's go check it out. Okay, so we're here with Heather. She's the tasting room lead.
No Clue Brew is a couple of brothers that decided to homebrew together, and they entered the Hangar 24 homebrew competition and won gold medal with our Saison, which is included in our flight here. And from there, they decided to open up a brewery. So the Cucamonga Valley has always been known for wine. It's always been vineyards, and I think it's great that it's actually turning into the craft beer center. So we now have 3 breweries with 3 more opening up, and I couldn't be more happier.
In all, the city has approved the permits for 7 breweries, making Rancho Cucamonga one of San Bernardino County's cities with the most breweries. Some new breweries we have to look forward to in the coming months include Solorio Brewing Company, Grabbrewski Beer Company, and Rowdy's Brew Company. So grab your friends and family and get ready to tour Rancho Cucamonga. Reporting for RC Spotlight, I'm Marco Gutierrez.
Well, the city is continuing to keep residents safe and happy here in Rancho Cucamonga. Our very own Brooke Slyer set out to find out how the city is maintaining and bettering the neighborhood.
Rancho Cucamonga's Community Improvement Department may be a lesser known department within the city, but it's imperative to keeping neighborhoods upkept and residents safe.
So many of the issues that we deal with in community improvement, they're the chronic issues. The police department responds on the acute issue. The fire department responds on the acute issue, the structure fire. The police department responds on the assault or the trespass. And with the tools they have, they can address the issue at the moment. For us in community improvement, we deal with the chronic issues that sometimes create the environment, the vacant property that creates the environment where an assault might occur, that then is resolved by the police department. We deal with the hoarding issues or the outdoor storage or the unsafe building that the fire department might have to respond on in a structure fire. And so we deal with many of those long-term issues, and you might think some of them are frivolous. But if you have a business next door to your house and every day at 4 o'clock they've got somebody coming in and sweeping the parking lot with a big mechanical machine, waking you up every day, that's a daily problem and is really going to impact the quality of life for you and your family.
Some of the issues they deal with, like inoperative vehicles, correct storage of boats and RVs, or lawn maintenance, could seem unnecessary to homeowners, but it's actually for the good of the whole community.
It's for the benefit of the entire neighborhood, that it's a consistent approach, that one person doesn't bring down the property values and the aesthetics of the entire neighborhood. And that when we have and maintain that high quality of life and the appearance of our neighborhoods, that's one of the things that contributes to the high quality of life. Because if neighborhoods start appearing that nobody cares about them, they'll be attracting people who would take advantage of that.
Another common problem:
trash cans. We ask people to put their trash cans away behind a gate so that they're not visible from the street. We don't want them left on the street. That creates traffic issues. We also don't want them left in front of the gate, because then we are attracting those who would scavenge through trash cans and leave trash and debris in neighborhoods. And so we want them stored out of sight to eliminate that possibility of that occurring.
While other issues focus on health and safety.
When we have rental housing that the property owner or management is not effectively keeping in good repair, that maybe the hot water's broken, maybe there's the flooring has deteriorated, maybe there's an infestation of insects and such. And if we have property owners who have tenants and they're not addressing these issues, that's something where we can come in and under the Uniform Housing Code really improve the quality of life for our renters who are in these properties, and especially for the low income. That, this is a segment, one of the more vulnerable segments of our society, and sometimes they're taken advantage of by people who are unscrupulous and such. And so we can come in and make sure the landlord maintains a property, makes proper repairs, and that the housing that our residents are living in is safe.
Some Rancho Cucamonga residents have even teamed up with the department to help improve the city they take pride in.
We do have volunteers that work with us that come in on a regular basis. Their regular assignment is that they go out and take down unpermitted signs, the garage sale signs, the yard sale signs that get left up on posts and poles over the weekend. And so we keep those cleaned up, and that's one of the jobs that our volunteers do. I would really be interested in expanding that program, that having an individual who's interested in the community and spend the day going out with our community improvement officers and meeting residents and seeing what we do and assisting us in that way.
Cook says another goal is doing more outreach to connect even more with the community.
We're going to be doing more neighborhood cleanups where we go out into a neighborhood that has a need and getting some roll-offs and assisting, getting some volunteers together. That would be another volunteer opportunity to come in and help residents clear out trash and debris that has accumulated around the house, in the garage, to the side of the house, that old lumber from last year's project that didn't get used, and get it out so that it cleans up the neighborhood and really gives a better appearance to the neighborhood, and an opportunity for neighbors to work together and help each other, and really build that sense of community.
And now it's time to meet the new president of the Rancho Cucamonga Chamber of Commerce.
Good evening, state and county dignitaries, Mr. Mayor and City Council, chamber members, family and friends. I am truly humbled and honored to be elected as your 2016-2017 president and chairman of the board of the Rancho Chamber of Commerce.
The Rancho Cucamonga Chamber of Commerce has welcomed a new president to their board of directors. Ernie Braunwalder became president in July, but has been well known in the Rancho Cucamonga business community for a number of years as owner of Braunwalder Insurance and Financial Services.
Well, I'm happy to say I've been in business for 37 years as an insurance agency owner, and my business has started here in Rancho Cucamonga. My wife and I moved here in 1979, and so we've been a big part of the community.
But Ernie's road to president of the chamber has taken an unusual path. He first joined the Rancho Cucamonga Chamber in the late 1990s, but didn't stay long.
And I was a member for a year and didn't get a lot of business out of it, so I didn't renew my membership. But then a couple of years later, in about 2003, I decided to join the chamber again, but the one thing I was going to do different is I wanted to be involved with as many different events and programs that they had, because I realized that the more I put myself out there and the more that I interact with the business community at large, the more I'm going to be recognized and it's going to come back.
The Rancho Cucamonga Chamber of Commerce is open to all local businesses, big and small. But with 85% of businesses in the Inland Empire being considered small businesses, the Chamber makes a special effort to meet the needs of our local small businesses.
And those are the demographics that we cater to, are those smaller businesses that have 25 employees or less. We want to help them grow so they can have success within our community.
With a mission of promoting a business-friendly environment in Rancho, the Chamber offers many services and opportunities for local businesses, all guided by 5 core principles.
We want to maintain a strong local economy. We want to promote the community of Rancho Cucamonga, providing networking opportunities for our members, and provide referrals through our website and also through the staff here. So if anybody is looking for a particular service, we do provide the referrals to our members. And then finally, representing business to government. This is not only local government, but also state government as well.
And when it comes to local government, the Chamber continues to have a strong relationship with the City of Rancho Cucamonga, coordinating with them on many projects and events, including the annual State of the City Address. In addition, they host and support a variety of chamber events every single month.
We have different events throughout the year and each month so they can have success within our community.
And you'll find a full calendar of all these events on the Chamber's website at ranchochamber.org. For Ernie, the Chamber is a special organization that has not only helped his business, but helped build and support a community where he has lived and raised a family.
Being a part of the Chamber and now being the president and chairman of the board, it takes a lot of time, but it's also my way of giving back.
Again, to learn more about our Rancho Cucamonga Chamber of Commerce, its upcoming events, and how to join, visit their website at ranchochamber.org. I'm David Wiley for RC Spotlight.
Believe it or not, Ontario Mills has more visitors a year than Disneyland. That might be the reason why the state chose the mall to be one of the newest attractions. Here's Brooke Slyer.
If you've been to Ontario Mills recently, you might have noticed something new, other than a department store or restaurant. The Greater Ontario Convention and Visitors Bureau opened the California Welcome Center earlier this summer.
The California Welcome Center is really for the entire state. So in addition to our region of the state, we're also promoting all of the benefits of California. So California, as you know, is one of the largest economies in the world, not just in the United States of America. This particular region of the state and of the county, Southern California, has a lot of assets. And why is the location here important? Because this is the gateway to many other parts of the state and of the region. For example, You're 30 minutes from downtown Los Angeles. You're 30 minutes from Disneyland. You're about an hour from skiing. You're an hour from Palm Springs, an hour from San Diego. You're less than an hour to the beach. So this central location and we'll call it the hub and spoke system, meaning like an airline. You can kind of start here and go everywhere from here. So it's kind of centrally located, and I think that was a big reason we decided this was a good location, and I'm sure why the state of California decided that this was a good location to put the center.
The center offers tourists information on the state of California while highlighting the Inland Empire, including Rancho Cucamonga.
They could get just about anything they want here. They can get a ticket to Universal Studios. They can buy a ticket to Disney. They can get a ticket to one of our arena events as example of tickets available to you. You can also look on our site to find area or destination or regional information.
One feature that may stick out to visitors are the digital kiosk screens. This Welcome Center is the first in the state of California to have them.
So our guests here, when they come to the Welcome Center, actually don't take a brochure necessarily. They might take one of our visitor guides or other California information through the visitor guides, but most of the information they get will be digital. Will come from a digital resource, which is very unusual. In the state of California, we are the first example of that. And we hope to expand this model within other locations within the Inland Empire or in the region.
It's not just tourists or those living in Ontario who benefit from the new Welcome Center. The City of Rancho Cucamonga is in a partnership with the Greater Ontario Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Rancho Cucamonga and the City Council and Mayor have all been exceptional partners of ours. And why is this important? Well, Rancho Cucamonga no one knows the borders. So in other words, you could sit here and think you're in Ontario and yet you might be in Rancho or vice versa. So I think that's the first point. And remember, our partners include more than 60 hotels in both cities. That's unheard of for cities of this size, meaning these aren't large population cities, but they're large visitor cities because, of course, we have an airport and we have a convention center and we have an arena. So all of these things combined are why all this hotel development took place. In addition to, of course, all the huge warehousing we have out here in the Inland Empire.
Hotel revenue is only one of several benefits.
The way the hotel community and the cities benefit is through what we call economic impact. So everything that we bring, every visitor that comes to this Welcome Center and or goes to our airport or the arena or the convention center or other assets within the region generates tax dollars. So remember, that creates jobs. And another example I'll point out is the tourism and hospitality industry was the third largest growth industry this last year, of job creation. So one very big thing that it helps here in the Inland Empire, in the region, is through job creation. So the hospitality and tourism segment of our business creates a lot of jobs, which is why the cities love that. But also the visitors that we generate through our marketing and our sales initiatives bring other spending to the market.
The Welcome Center is open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. For RC Spotlight, I'm Brooke Slyer.
The sights, the sounds, the smell, the taste. Nothing hits the spot like a hot cup of coffee. And in Rancho Cucamonga, that spot has been filled by Coffee Klatch. As their flagship location, this locally born, family-owned and operated coffee shop has been in the business for 23 years and going strong thanks to their dedication to artisan, self-roasted specialty coffees.
You know, we are known for our coffee, and a lot of places shy away from that. It's kind of like, oh, well, our mochas are good, or we have a sweet drink, and we stand by our coffee. It's what when you try it, you're gonna know, like, wow, there is something different about this place. I would have never thought that I would enjoy something like this.
Heather Perry is the second-generation coffee klatcher after her parents started the business years ago. Almost a reluctant law school student, Heather realized her calling for coffee after she became a two-time national champion barista and recognized that it was a lot more than just brewing a good cup. And along with her sister, they have taken the reins of the new coffee regime.
Part of our mission statement here at Klatch is to support the community, and we consider that to be not only our global community and our coffee farmers, but also our very local community, and we love to talk to people about coffee. Klatch is coffee and conversation.
From opening their warehouse for free weekend tastings, to craft fairs, open mic nights, live music on the weekends, and displaying the art of local artists on the walls for purchase, it's clear Coffee Klatch's mission is to make coffee equivalent with community.
Community is what brings people together, and why people come together for so many different reasons, whether it's having a business meeting, which we do a lot of, moms getting together with kids. We've got a great patio out front where people like to, let their kids run. My kids run loose out there quite often as well. But community is what builds a coffee house.
And Coffee Klatch's efforts are not limited to the local community, but the global community as well.
So we work really closely with our farmers in making them sustainable, and not just being able to produce coffee the following year, but to have a sustainable community for a lot of the farmers that we work with, their farm is what the community thrives off of and supports it. So
their dedication to really good coffee over time has allowed them to expand to locations in San Dimas, Ontario, terminals at LAX, and a new 7,000 square foot warehouse in Rancho where they roast their own coffee like they've been doing for the past 18 years.
What we're able to do with this new building is we have, for instance, Friday tastings. Every Friday at 10 a.m. It's completely open to the public. Anybody can just come down and talk and taste coffee with.
Besides for the classics, some of the best things on the menu to taste this season are lattes that range from a fresh thyme-infused latte to a lavender to a latte made with real pumpkin, and the White Witch made with white chocolate. And if that name sounds familiar, you're right.
Kind of inspired by The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, thinking that you want it to be winter all year around. So it's just creamy and sweet, just that hint of spice to cut through. It's fantastic. Yeah, and it's one of those things, we had 3 firefighters in here yesterday and they all got it. So it's it's not a girly drink, it's just a great drink.
And fortunately for coffee lovers, they'll be able to enjoy the perfection of Coffee Klatch for a long time as Heather and her family continue to love and grow their businesses. Bringing you the best of California from Rancho Cucamonga, I'm Conchetta DeLuca with RC Spotlight.
That'll do it for this episode of RC Spotlight. If you missed any part of our show, you can watch it again here on Channel 3, or you can always go online to the city's website. I'm your host, Heather Dawson. We'll see you next time.
Sounds like you could use some Van Gogurt. It's fortified with arch-rich nutrients to improve your math and reading skills. Catch!
Van Gogurt, thanks. So what's the deal with your ear?
Always with the ear, huh?
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
It's fun to sing,
Zippity zip zip zin zin zin.
dance, and play music every day.
Yeah, go for it!
Doing something artistic inspires creativity and helps you succeed in school and life.
Hooray!
Play music, paint, and dance together as a family.
Come on, team!
Blast off with the arts.
Blast off!
For 10 ways to add the arts into your life, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
I'm starving. What's for breakfast?
Guten Tag!
Johannes, Ross!
I bring you arts-enriched Raisinblums, fortified with increased test scores and creative problem-solving skills.
It's good!
And good for you.
Bobby? Susie?
Don't worry, that's just the power of the arts!
Feed your kids the arts. For 10 simple ways to learn how, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.